Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly a pleasure to have you here with me today. If you're over 60 and your legs are getting weaker, your balance feels shaky, and your body just doesn't respond like it used to, I need you to know, it's not your fault. And it's not just normal aging. It's something called sarcopenia, a silent condition robbing millions of older adults of their strength and independence. But what if I told you that the key to fighting it isn't found in the carton of eggs in your fridge or the chicken breast on your plate? What if the very protein sources you've been told to rely on are, for many people over 60, becoming part of the problem? The truth is, after 60, your body stops processing protein the way it used to. That's why eggs, chicken, and whey shakes often fail to deliver the results you expect. I'm Dr. Michael Smith, and for over 30 years, I've helped seniors get to the real root cause and rebuild their strength naturally. In today's video, I'll reveal the 3 hidden reasons your muscles aren't rebuilding. A specific nutrient combination that works better than protein shakes, and 8 powerful foods, including one that's more effective than eggs, that can help reverse frailty from the inside out. If staying strong and steady matters to you, stick with me, because what you choose to eat tonight could decide how strong you feel 2 weeks from now. Before we begin this journey, if you believe in your heart that your physical strength is the foundation of your freedom, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. My team and I are dedicated to providing you with this kind of knowledge, the knowledge to stay strong, vibrant, and in control of your own life for many, many years to come. First, let's address the question that brought you here. What is this one food that holds more power for muscle regeneration than even the celebrated egg? It's not a rare Amazonian berry. It's not a complex synthetic powder. It is pure, hydrolyzed, grass-fed bone broth protein. Now, I can almost hear your thoughts. Bone broth? Doctor, my grandmother made that for soup. Isn't that for gut health or a cold? And you're partially right. But that's like saying the sun is only for telling time. The truth is far, far deeper. Here's the secret that almost everyone misses. The protein in eggs, chicken, and steak is like a pile of bricks for a construction project. It's essential, yes. A house cannot be built without bricks. But bone broth protein, that is the mortar. It's uniquely rich in specific amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These are the literal glue that holds the bricks together. They form your connective tissue, your ligaments, your tendons, the very fabric of your joints. Without the mortar, a pile of bricks is just that. A pile. It has no form, no strength, no integrity. It's a structure waiting to crumble. I'll never forget a patient of mine, a retired carpenter named Robert, a wonderful man in his late 60s, with hands that had shaped wood and built homes his entire life. He came into my office, and the first thing I noticed was how he held his shoulders, slightly slumped in defeat. "Doctor," he said, his voice quiet, "I'm eating 6 eggs for breakfast. I have chicken for lunch. I'm doing everything they say. But my hands, they don't feel like my own anymore. I dropped a coffee cup this morning. I feel fragile." Robert had a mountain of bricks, but his body was starved of the mortar. He was losing the very matrix that gave his muscles their structure, their power, their resilience. When we introduced a simple daily ritual of concentrated bone broth protein, the change was not a lightning bolt, but more like the slow, steady return of daylight. Within a few weeks, he came back for a follow-up. He shook my hand, and his grip was firm. "I opened the pickle jar for my wife last night," he said, with a smile that reached his eyes. He wasn't just stronger. He felt solid. He felt like himself again. That's because this unique protein is pre-hydrolyzed. It's already been broken down into tiny, absorbable peptides, making it incredibly easy for an aging digestive system to utilize. It delivers the mortar directly to the construction site without taxing your body. And critically, it does so without spiking your insulin. A key saboteur we will discuss in just a moment. But before you rush out to find this food, it is my duty to help you understand why your body may have stopped building muscle in the first place. Because if you don't fix the underlying machinery, even the highest quality materials will go to waste. There are 3 silent saboteurs inside your body right now, actively blocking you from getting stronger. Saboteur Chursa 1, the fading digestive fire. Imagine your stomach acid as a roaring furnace. In your youth, that furnace could melt down almost anything you ate into pure, usable energy and building blocks. But as we age, sometimes as early as our 40s, that furnace begins to cool. It turns into a weak flicker. When this happens, the tough proteins from meat and eggs aren't broken down efficiently. They sit in your gut, partially undigested, leading to that heavy, bloated feeling, gas, and a low-grade inflammation that further sabotages nutrient absorption. This is the silent shutdown. You can eat the most nutritious meal in the world, but if your digestive fire is out, your cells are starving. Saboteur Nusker 2, the hidden hormone of breakdown. There's a hormone that can literally eat your muscles from the inside out. It's called cortisol, your stress hormone. In our chaotic modern world, with its 24/7 news cycles, financial worries, and poor sleep, our cortisol levels are often chronically elevated. And high cortisol is catabolic. It means it breaks things down. To get quick energy, it tells your body to sacrifice your precious muscle tissue. And where does it steal from first? The places you need most: your legs, your glutes, your core, the very foundation of your stability. It then deposits that energy as stubborn fat around your middle. This is the cruel paradox of aging: losing muscle while gaining fat, even when your diet hasn't changed. Saboteur After 3, the overburdened master chemist. And finally, we must look at your liver. Your liver is the master chemist of your body. It's the project manager of the entire construction site. If your liver is sluggish, burdened by a lifetime of processed foods, environmental toxins, or excess sugar, it cannot effectively process the amino acids from your food. The building materials arrive, but the project manager is too overwhelmed to direct the workers. The whole operation grinds to a halt. If you're still with me, and if a light bulb is starting to go on for you, please let me know by typing a simple 1 in the comments below. It truly helps me know that this message is connecting and providing value. So, how do we fight back against these saboteurs? It starts by flipping one single, powerful switch inside your cells. Let's talk about the master switch for muscle growth. It's a specific amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as the ignition key for your muscle-building engine. You can have a full tank of the best fuel, protein, but without that key turning in the ignition, the engine remains silent. Leucine is what activates a pathway called mTOR, your body's direct, unambiguous signal to build. Here's the critical piece of the puzzle. As we age, our muscles become less sensitive to leucine. It's a state called anabolic resistance. It feels like you're working twice as hard in the gym for half the results. It's the deep frustration of knowing you're putting in the effort, but the engine just won't start. The science is now crystal clear on this. Adults over 50 need about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to reliably turn that key. A large egg has only about 0.5 grams. A serving of cottage cheese has about 1.5 grams. You see the problem? You would have to eat huge amounts of food and pray your digestion is perfect just to get the engine started. This is where the wisdom of our protocol comes into focus. It's not just about one food. It's about combining the right materials with the right ignition key at the right time. And the most powerful, most overlooked time is while you sleep. Your body doesn't build muscle when you're lifting weights. It builds muscle in the quiet, dark, sacred hours of the night, during deep sleep, when your body releases its peak amount of human growth hormone, HGH. This is your body's own natural, powerful, peak anabolic window. But if you go to bed on an empty stomach, or after a carb-heavy snack that spikes your insulin, you slam that window shut. Insulin and HGH are like two kids on a seesaw. When one is up, the other is down. This brings us to the simple, practical, and deeply respectful ritual I want you to try. A nightly protocol to turn your sleep into a powerful, focused rebuilding session. Here is the nightly rebuilding elixir. It's an act of self-care. Step 1. About 1 to 2 hours before you plan to sleep, take 1 scoop of high-quality, grass-fed bone broth protein. Step 2. Mix it into a mug of warm water. Not hot, just warm. The warmth is soothing to the nervous system and aids absorption. Step 3. Add a dash of cinnamon. This isn't just for flavor. Cinnamon has a wonderful, gentle effect on blood sugar stability, ensuring your insulin stays low and calm. Optional, but deeply therapeutic. You can also add a bit of glycine powder or magnesium glycinate. These nutrients are known to calm the nervous system and promote deeper, more restorative sleep, further enhancing your HGH window. Drink this elixir slowly. Let it be a calming ritual, a signal to your body and your mind that the day is over and the sacred work of repair has now begun. By doing this, you're providing your body with a slow, steady stream of the exact pre-digested amino acids, the mortar, and the leucine ignition key it needs precisely when your master repair hormone, HGH, is at its peak. You're no longer fighting your biology. You're finally aligning with it. Now, that nightly elixir is your foundation. But to create a truly resilient body, you need a complete ecosystem of support. As promised, here are the 8 powerful foods that create that system. The master builder, bone broth protein. This is your non-negotiable source of mortar. The powerhouse, grass-fed beef, a premier source of leucine to turn the ignition key for muscle growth. The anti-inflammatory ally, wild-caught salmon, provides high-quality protein while its omega-3s fight the inflammation that breaks down muscle. The liver's best friend, eggs. While not the best for protein volume, they are a powerhouse of choline, which is critical for supporting your master chemist, the liver. The plant-based igniter, tempeh. For those seeking non-meat options, this fermented soy is an excellent source of leucine. The digestive primer, arugula and bitter greens. Their natural bitterness stimulates the digestive juices your body needs to break down protein effectively. The flow enhancer, beets. They help support your liver and improve blood flow, delivering nutrients to your muscles more efficiently. The hormone balancer, avocado, provides healthy fats that help stabilize blood sugar, preventing the cortisol spikes that sabotage your strength. See how this works? It's not about one magic food. It's about creating a symphony of nutrients that tells your body, on every level, to rebuild. Before you go, if this video has brought you even a single piece of valuable insight or a glimmer of hope, would you do me the honor of tapping the like button and hitting subscribe if you haven't already? Every single interaction helps this message reach one more person who might be feeling lost and powerless about their own health. So let's bring this all together. We have learned that sarcopenia is not a sentence of old age. It is a metabolic condition that you have the power to influence. We have learned that your body needs not just the bricks, protein, but the all-important mortar, collagen amino acids, to be strong and resilient. And we have learned that by supporting your digestion, managing your stress hormones, and using the right protein at the right time, you can turn your sleep into your most powerful tool for regeneration. Your path forward begins not with a radical, overwhelming overhaul, but with one small, consistent, intentional act. Try the nightly rebuilding elixir tonight. Just one scoop. It is a conversation with your body. Listen to its response. Notice how you sleep. Notice how you feel when you wake up. Do you feel a little more solid? A little more rested? A little more hopeful? That is the beginning. That is your body remembering how to heal itself. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. You're the architect of your own strength. Now, I must leave you with a gentle reminder. The information in this video is meant to support your well-being, not to replace professional medical advice. If you're taking supplements, following a treatment plan, or managing any health concerns, please speak with your personal doctor before making any changes. Every body is unique, and what helps one person may not be right for another. Thank you sincerely for your time and trust.